Hey guys, so welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not date or time specific. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. You can be here as a cross watcher. Sometimes the messages come through directly for you. In other words, everything might speak to you in your experience of your connection to an Aquarius. So keep that in mind. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, I hope if you enjoy the reading, you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. Help me get messages out to more people. Doesn't cost a thing to subscribe, like, or share as you feel so called. Okay, so even though this is not date or time specific, we are right on the heels of this new moon with the solar eclipse. And then right after that, Mercury stations retrograde. So anything that's been coming up for you, like make a mental note from like April 7th through to the 21st of April. That's the territory that's sort of the preview of what's to come when he goes back over it for 2 weeks, turns around and goes back over it again once he stations direct. So that's why every retrograde has it's like a 3-act play, right? The preview, the retrograde, and then the post shadow phase. So lots of stuff has been coming up for me, and so I kind of know what to expect. It's with regard to communication, especially relationally, thoughts, perceptions, self-talk. That's been a big one for me. Technology, glitches, travel issues, plan setting, you know, stuff that Mercury rules. So keep that in mind. And so I am pulling from New Beginnings to kick off the reading. We get you card 30, Walk Your Own Journey. It is essential to stay on your own path. Walk your own journey. Stay on your own path. Do not let anyone else pull you off the path you're meant to walk, and let others do what they need to do in their time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull the cards. I'll give you my general impressions, and then I will clarify for some details. Ace of Swords, I like it. Opening up with some clarity, some awareness of something that may be out of balance, that has been burdensome for you, that's time to release. Maybe something you've been holding on to for a while, but now you're just exhausted from it. It does impact your future, but I feel like in the release, the whole thing opens up for you. Spirit's talking to you about someone's availability. In the hidden energies, we do have the Chariot, which is a victory card. So there may be some forward motion, whether you're moving towards something or away from something is the question. Yeah, that's the question. 4 of Wands on the bottom. And I'm taking the 4 of Cups because you're kind of dissatisfied. And this 7 of Swords could be why. And there's the Death card. Wow, we have the Emperor and the Empress. So I'm feeling like you're unhappy. Well, obviously there's been some avoidance here, or something that feels like you're not sure if you can trust this person anymore. And therefore there may be a releasing, a letting go, or a need for something to change in the relationship dynamics. So the whole story is pretty much under the deck. I do see going forward that this is exactly what this Oracle card is talking about. Walk your own journey, stay on your own path. As you already know, I'm not telling you something you don't know. No one can walk your path for you, but you can't walk the path for your person either. So if you're here as the divine feminine, let's say, you cannot walk this person's path. So that's a very important message at this time, even though the Hermit can be the guide. So right now I get the feeling like this is a big shift. It's something that needs to be released. You're seeing it clearly. You see where the imbalance is, right? Because justice is the card that's crossing you here. So when we have this card crossing us, I just hold it upright so you can see it. That's the challenge. The challenge is something's out of balance. Something is definitely not fair. And in your unconscious awareness, you kind of know it's just too much to carry. It's time to offload the negative karma, the burden, whatever it is that feels very difficult, to put it mildly, almost impossible to bear. In the past, though, the Four of Pentacles, I have a feeling you kind of had a vice grip on this and you weren't quite ready to let go. Right now, though, in your conscious awareness, Nine of Wands. The next card out would be the 10. So in your conscious awareness, you're aware, your back's against the ropes. You've taken this as far as you can. It's exhausting and it isn't serving you anymore. In your unconscious awareness, it's like, I just need to offload this. I just need to unburden myself and be done with it. And we get the 10 of Pentacles in the near future. So it is future facing. It is talking about abundance. It's also talking about life partnership and feeling like you can hold the vision of the future. Spirit's message to you here is about this King of Wands, who in reversed energy can be an unavailable lover. And it's also the card of, I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. So it could be just Spirit's way of saying, go after what you want. Claim what you want. We'll see with the clarifiers. And then I feel like this is energy of momentum building up, progress being made. And in your hopes and fears, there's difficulty of closing out a painful cycle. You've got 3 10s here. Lots of completion. Do not be surprised if this all culminates with that solar eclipse. Eclipse season tends to bring endings, whether we want them or not. So, I feel like you're in preparation for it. You're aware that this has pushed you to your limits. And I do feel that you will be potentially experiencing that final release during eclipse season. Okay, so let's jump in. See what we get. Ace of Swords, Justice. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 3 of Wands. You are, and this has been coming through a lot lately, you are in that energy of self, looking out for yourself, self-care with the Queen of Pentacles, but also envisioning yourself as a life partner. So I'm feeling, because I see this 10 of Pentacles, that you're seeing clearly that something's not in balance here, that something isn't fair, and you really want to clear it up. That came out in the morning musing for those of you in the channel membership or the all access pass to the extendeds, right? That Knight of Swords. And your message in the Oracle this morning was slow down. And that Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck. But he comes in with a strong message of truth and a need to clear the air. And you're waiting for that opportunity. This card was there as well. So while you're grounded, and I felt you really were, you came into that reading more as the 9 of Pentacles. So similar energy, just a little more evolved with the Queen. And I feel like you're ready for something more. You're ready for something committed. You're ready for something that goes the distance, or has some staying power at the very least. And it's almost as if I see that you want to clear the air, but you can't be the one that sets that in motion. Possibly because of the way things landed when we had this painful ending. In other words, what they're saying is they had the last word. They closed it out. So they would have to open it again. Got it? So that's why I'm feeling you're seeing this now, like, oh, this is about my future. I'm waiting to clear the air because things are so out of balance. I have more insight now with that Ace of Swords. I see the truth. I want to clear it up. I want to speak truth to power, but I can't be the one to set it in motion. That's why this is weighing on you so hard. and heavy. 10 of Wands. Yeah. There's really no cooperation. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, right? You know who you are, what you want, what your beliefs are, but it feels to me like something has sort of gone as far as you can take it. Something has to change. There's something you've got to leave behind. Both of these are cards of release. And what you're releasing here is someone who just may not see the world the way you do and doesn't uphold the same viewpoints on conventional committed relationships and how you got to be on the same page at the same time and, you know, bounce things off each other and, you know, not necessarily move in lockstep, but at least have a game plan that you're both bought into. And I feel like that is what is lacking here. I'm saying that because of the Justice card. I'm saying that because of everything else I see, and what came through in the morning musing as well. And I'm just seeing that you're finally seeing the light, that isn't going to happen by anything you can personally do to affect that change. This person has to take the proverbial reins. So let's see the 4 of Pentacles. And there's a reason for that. It's a general reading, so you're each going to have a different reason. Please, take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like there's a specific reason, possibly having to do with this 7 of Swords, right? If your person just kind of skipped out, which is a theme in a lot of Aquarius readings that I've done, is this person just kind of was there, then they were gone. No real explanation. I don't see the 5 of Pentacles, but that's been present in a lot of your readings where you kind of felt really forsaken, devalued, abandoned, left behind. 4 of Pentacles, Chariot, 4 of Pentacles, the book ends again. Because we're looking at the past here, I really think you wanted a fresh start. You were holding on, not wanting to let go of something you valued in this connection and really wanting to make some progress, even if it was baby steps. You may have been pretty guarded as well. Sometimes that 4 of Pentacles is like this, I want this, but I also want to protect my heart. So I'm seeing it more as you not being ready to let go and wanting progress in the connection, or at least to move forward in baby step fashion. And I don't think it materialized, possibly because as much as you weren't ready to let it go, you were also pretty guarded. So there wasn't as open a channel of energy. 9 of Wands, your conscious awareness. Wow. Yeah. This came out in the morning musing. You're just dealing with somebody who's just all locked up in their fears, all locked up in egoic resistance. It's either going to happen on their timeline and they're at their pace, or it's not going to happen at all. See, you've been very patient, very calm, very energetically supportive, very compassionate, very sensitive, trying to keep your heart open despite the guardedness, and it's just exhausting. Because you're just hitting a brick wall here. You're just hitting a brick wall. And it could be that you are in communication with this person and that they're just really super stubborn, right? My way or the highway. Will, everything has to be on their terms. So for those of you who are in communication, that could be what's so exhausting, is like, you keep trying to make progress and hitting that brick wall. For those of you who are in separation, you're dealing with someone who isn't even connecting with you energetically because of their fear and egoic resistance and control issues. Wow. 10 of Pentacles going forward. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords. King of Pentacles. So now we have the King and Queen, right? We've got that couple in 3D planning for the future, and I think you've got all this, you know, confusion, emotional overwhelm, because what they either said or offered did not materialize. Off they went. Boom, out. And I feel like you perceived it, you experienced it as a betrayal, because there was a plan, right? You could see it. And this has come through in like 4 of the last 5 readings, is the vision that you've been holding. So the vision of the future, your connection to this person. Some of you, absolutely twin flame energy here. Most twin flame connections do not materialize in 3D for the long haul. Hate to be the bearer of that, but it's the truth. These connections exist for a mission purpose. And there's something that is inherent in the connection that is there and exists to help you grow, to have paradigm shifts, and to raise the vibration of humanity and the planet. So that's the purpose. That's the mission. It doesn't mean it happens in this lifetime. You could have been following each other for numerous lifetimes, and you may continue to, you know, meet up with each other along the way, energetically, of course. But I feel like there's a lot of overwhelm going forward about how to move forward in your future and trust anybody, because of either this person selling you a bill of goods and not making good on it, you know, or just kind of skipping out, ghosting, saying what you wanted to hear, but then not delivering on it. That's what I'm really getting. That there was, you know, great disillusionment for you, because this person said things, and I'm not seeing broken promises, but I'm seeing half-truths or lots of control issues. And then when this person couldn't take it anymore, when their ego structure couldn't handle it anymore, boom, they were out. Because sometimes this 7 of Swords is an escape artist. Okay, finding their escape hatch, and out they go. So let's see what Spirit says about the King of Wands. There's the 4 of Cups. There's your disappointment, right? So it is about this person's lack of availability to offer you a reciprocal relationship. You wanted a relationship of, you know, equal give and take, some generosity from this person with their time, with their energy, with their spirit, with their resources, whatever. Fill in the blank. You didn't get it. That's the truth of the situation. So I almost feel like the Page of Swords is really Spirit saying, but you already have this. You already have this truth. You already have this. You already know it. And there could have been a missed opportunity with this person. In other words, for them, not for you. You didn't miss the opportunity. They missed the train. And I feel like Spirit's saying, but you already know this. You might be seeking information you already have, is the message coming through. That this person was not available, did not claim the love, did not claim the connection, not in the way that you envisioned for the future. The Chariot. Ooh. Let me pull the 10 of Swords as well. Because I'm getting a little confused about something here. Okay. I feel you're manifesting this person's return. In unconscious awareness, there's the possibility that everything could could tumble down. But I really feel that you're still in this Chariot energy from the past. But this time, instead of kind of holding on like a vice grip and being super guarded, you're like, nope, this is what I want. Come on in. I want to make progress, even if it brings the whole thing down. Because to me, I'm seeing that that might be the only way you get the final closure. And the offloading is if they return, if we can clear the air, Knight of Swords, I'm grounded enough that if it all blows up in my face, I will survive. And I will be free to move forward. And I'm saying that because as I pulled for this Ten of Swords and I see your fear is of the direct communication, right? With this person. So there's that Queen of Swords. There is some fear that whatever is spoken will be the final act. Will be over and out. But it feels to me like you're ready for it on some level. There's a hope for the communication. There's the hope. But there's a fear that it could be the final nail in the coffin, so to speak. I do feel like you're not there consciously, you're there unconsciously. In your unconscious awareness, you know that this conversation has to happen. These truths have to be spoken. The air has to be cleared, even if it's the end. And then you move on your way. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, you move on your way, but I feel like there's an opportunity here for forgiveness. Messages of love and apology being offered possibly by this King of Cups, or a message of forgiveness to the King of Cups, who in reversed energy can also be emotionally unavailable, like our King of Wands can be just physically unavailable. I do feel you may, it may be what sets you free to continue on your path, to continue walking your path. Right? I'm sending you off with love and with peace and with forgiveness. It could be that this person does return and seeks a second chance, maybe reunion, maybe some redemption. That is possible. But with that Hermit leading, it's almost like you might have outgrown that. You might have outgrown it by the time that happens. Because the timing here for the Hermit, slow, nothing's happening, super quick or fast. In your unconscious awareness, though, you are personally ready to move forward, to make progress, to feel the sense of triumph and victory over this oppressive situation, this thing that's kind of held you down, held you back, kept you from the future you envisioned for yourself. So there may be a way to make peace around it with this person. And part of you is aware that it could be the last time you speak. And that's the difficult part. So let me tell you the astrology that showed up here in this pretty intense reading. Before I do that, there's a link in the extended in the description box below. We're going to look at this person, right? We're going to look at your Emperor here. I think I'm talking to an Empress. Feel you're the Queen of Cups, they're the King of Cups. That's kind of how it's coming through. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands here as well, and the Queen of Swords. So I'm going to look at that person's energy. How do they show up? What's their present energy? How do they see the situation at this point in time? How do they see you? What are their intentions toward you or the connection going forward? And I will close out with some oracle. They're equally as comprehensive readings as this is. So, who showed up for this reading? We have the Justice card first. That's Libra. We have the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. Knight of Swords is Gemini. Hierophant is Taurus. Scorpio in the Death card. Chariot is out twice. That's Cancerian energy. Page of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. Our Emperor here is Aries. Divine Masculine energy. We've got the Devil is Capricorn. Taurus for this King of Pentacles. King of Wands is Leo. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Magician is Mercury. That rules Virgo and Gemini. We have Sagittarius in that Knight of Wands, and Mars there in the Tower, which rules Aries. Queen of Swords is Libra. Hermit is Virgo. Page of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Judgment is Pluto, which just moved into your sign, Aquarius. Rules Scorpio, and the King of Cups is Scorpio. So that's what I've got for you. Now, in these cards that I pulled off the bottom, we've got Scorpio, and then we have our Divine Masculine Feminine. We've got Mars and Venus here, okay? Taurus, Libra, and Aries. So, powerful, powerful reading. And the link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.